Hi witches, blessed be. This is White Raven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. How are you witches? How was this past week for all of you guys? Thank you so very much for all the love and everybody that liked my videos that I posted this past week and all the good comments on the review on the book American Brujeria. I'm glad you like it. I want to show you, before I continue with my video today, I want to show you something that I received from one of you guys, and I really wanted to share this with you. It is a raven carved in a piece of wood. It's like a spoon, and I'm going to be using for my magical endeavors. But I want to share it to you guys. It's super, super, super beautiful. It's a raven. Super nice. And I wanted to share this with you guys because these are the things that fill my heart. Thank you so very much for all of you guys that send me stuff. This is so important to me. I think I'm going to take a corner in this room to put all the things that you guys have been sending me. Actually, in the top of one of my bookcase, I have a lot of stuff that you guys have sent me. This filled my heart. I just want to say thank you very much for taking the time and the effort to do something like this for me. Today, I'm not going to share a spell with you guys. I think I need a little break from spells. The curse that I did last week and the week before took a lot of energy from me. There are certain things, and there's something that you need to learn when you do magic. Magic takes a lot from you. It takes energy from you, and sometimes after you do a spell, you end up a little bit weak and you need to recover. It's like when you do a really good workout. The workout was phenomenal, but when you're finished with the workout, you need to rest and you need to replenish when it comes to food and stuff like that. Same thing with spells and hexes. The one that I did 2 weeks ago, the hex that I did in Spanish, that I also translated in English, took a lot of strength for me because it was a very emotional spell. It felt it in my heart, something that really affected me, so I need a little break. So, because some of you guys have been asking me about the difference on oils, I want to share with you some information, some basic information. It's just going to be a glimpse on carrier oils. What are they and why do we use them for? Some of the information that I'm going to share with you today I got from this book and also from the internet. I'm going to put in the description of the video or the resources that you can go and check in order for you to do your own research. I may end up putting this in my website. It's just writing in my website takes me a long time. So be patient with me. This is something that I definitely need to put in my website. So you know that I absolutely love oils. I love oils and I love powders. And this is something that I sell for you guys in my website. So I want to tell you guys a little bit on the basics on carrier oils. What are carrier oils? So carrier oils, as well as base oils, the same thing, are oils that are used to dilute essential oils. So it's safer for us to use essential oil. I'm going to make a parenthesis because I got to tell you that I'm going to do a whole video on essential oils because essential oils deserve a lot of respect. And I think that nowadays people are using essential oils like if they were just water, and they don't take the time to study and research essential oils. And essential oils are very potent and they can even be toxic for humans and also for animals, and we use them right now so carelessly. So I'm going to make a little video on essential oils. It's probably going to be the next video for next Monday, or maybe I'll just do it this week, but stay tuned because that's the next video coming up. I'm going to share with you a list of very common carrier oils or base oils that are used nowadays in magic, and I'm going to tell you some of the magical correspondences that these oils have. We are going to start with apricot. Apricot base oil or carrier oil is linked to Venus. Obviously, because it's linked to Venus, this oil you are going to use when you're preparing any concoction or any mix that has to do with love. Also childbirth, also conceiving, sexual power. Now, this is an oil that is going to help a lot empower women all the way from childbirth, like I said, and conception to menopause. But that's not to say that guys cannot use this oil as well. This oil has a big signature of love into it, so it's a great oil to use for anything that has to do with love. Next, avocado. Avocado has also to do with love, especially has to do with conception, being pregnant, childbirth. This is an oil, a base oil that you're going to use to mix your essential oils. And warning guys, this is something that you want to use while you're pregnant. There are many essential oils that are a big no-no when you are pregnant. So I really suggest for you to get some literature, a good book on essential oils. So then again, avocado is all good for conception, conceiving, childbirth, pregnancy, love, passion, sex, and also, believe it or not, is really good for prosperity, business, and money spells. Next is evening primrose, and I really love this oil because the flower of this plant bloom and open only at night. Therefore, this beautiful oil is linked to things that happen in the dark realms. So you can use this oil for protection while you are astral traveling, lucid dreaming, when you want to have visions at night, prophetic dreams, or any kind of clairvoyance ability, and you want to stay protected, what, in a trance, maybe if you're doing a seance, maybe if you're doing anything at night, you want to anoint yourself with any oils, any mix of oils that have evening primrose as base oil. Grapeseed oil, I love it. I love it. I love. Remember guys, that grape many years and centuries ago was considered, grapes were considered the food of the gods. So the seed of the grape contained so much magical power. So this is a beautiful oil that you can use in absolutely any mix for any oil that you're going to make, because it's just a little powerhouse. I strongly recommend for you to play with grapeseed oil. Another oil that is very common but I don't use a lot is peach kernel oil, and this oil is mixed to the fairy realm, angel magic, long-lasting love, longevity, vitality, endurance, immortality. Those are some of the most common correspondences and energies, vibration that peach kernel oil has. So whenever you're going to do any type of mixing for the purpose of those type of magics, you want to use this oil. Now I'm going to share with you some of my favorite oils to go to, and the first oil that I'm going to mention is, to me, the father of all the oils, the most important oil, and the one that I'm going to go for probably mostly everything, and that's going to be olive oil. To me, olive oil is not only an oil that you can use for absolutely anything, it is an oil that to me is so linked to sacred realms. You know, to me is the most powerful, most holy oil, hence the recipe for holy oil from the Bible. So to me, olive oil is a must in my apothecary. If by any chance you do not find any of the oils that I mentioned in here before or next coming up, olive oil is the one oil that you want to have in your house. You can do for absolutely everything, and to me it's the one that is linked the most to, I don't know, to the energy of the universe. I absolutely respect olive oil. Jojoba. Jojoba is a beautiful oil because jojoba is going to help you move on. Jojoba is a pick-me-upper. Jojoba is going to be the oil, the base oil that you want to use when you're doing anointing oils for depression. You're stressed out, you're completely out of focus, you're feeling down. Jojoba is the oil that is going to not only protect you from being in that state, but if you are in that state, jojoba is the oil that is going to pick you up. So jojoba is a really good oil when you're doing oils to make you feel better and to empower you. They're oils to empower. I really love jojoba oil for that. Then you're gonna have sweet almond. Sweet almonds I use a lot also for love oils, but you can use sweet almond for absolutely everything. This is an everything type of oil, and it's easy to find and it's very economic. Sunflower oil. I love this oil. And I know a lot of people use it for cooking, so a lot of people don't give this oil the importance that has. But sunflower, which is, you have the power of the sun with this oil. This oil to me is happiness, is making it happen, energy, power into your spells, into the speed of your spell. And it's great for money magic, prosperity magic. Absolutely, I love it. It is a great oil to have. Coconut oil. So you're going to get coconut oil and you're going to get coconut fractionated oil. So the difference between one and the other is that coconut oil, when it's under room temperature, becomes hard. It's like a butter. When it's fractionated, it's not only cheaper, but it's also in a liquid form. So it depends what you want to use it for. You can have it either way. I use it a lot in anything that has to do with some orishas. It's very important to me to use coconut oil for specific orishas. I use it in some oils. You can also use coconut oil for love, lunar magic, for abundance, balance, childbirth, conception, love magic, elemental magic, luck magic. And again, if you use any of the orishas, that is an oil that I also use for any time I'm dealing with any type of orishas. Lately, you're going to be seeing a lot of hemp oil. Hemp is amazing and is becoming very relevant in our life right now. So hemp oil is very good for healing, for love, for meditation. Whenever you are in a threshold mentally, like if you're meditating or you're trying to astral travel, hemp oil is really good to maybe anoint the crown of your head, your third eyes. You have to be very conscious which oil are you going to be diluting with the hemp oil, and make sure that before you put it anywhere in your skin, make sure it's safe and make sure it's not irritant and you're not allergic to it. Sesame oil. Sesame oil is another oil that you can use as a carrier oil, and you can use it for money magic, and I also use it for love. Now, my beloved castor oil. What can I say? I absolutely love castor oil. So number one is going to be olive oil. Number two is going to be castor oil. Castor oil is a little bit hard to work with because castor oil is extremely thick. It's just as thick as honey. I use castor oil and I mix castor oil, believe it or not, to do curses and hexes, and to do any type of commanding, any type of manipulation, controlling. I use castor oil. Castor oil, it makes me feel empowered. It makes me feel like a sorcerer, you know. I really love the feeling that castor oil gives me. I love how it vibrates. It's not hard to get. Now, a lot of these oil witches are oils that are used in order to make soaps. If you love to make soaps, or if you're into making soaps, or if you're not into making soaps, understand that a lot of these oils are used to make soaps. It's beautiful. The art of making soap is really, really, really beautiful. If I had more time, I would be doing soaps as well. But these oils are used to make soaps. So you can find very clean base oils. If some of them you're gonna find in the supermarket because they're used to cook and for salads and whatnot, like olive oil, sunflower oil, and whatnot. But some other oils like fractionated coconut oil, jojoba oil, almond oil, hemp oil, castor oil, you're going to find that in any place that they sell oils for soap making. There are also really great online websites in which you can buy really high quality oils. Okay, they tend to be a little bit more expensive when you're going online. I'm going to let you be the judge of where you buy your oils. GNC and a lot of Vitamin Shop also sell some of these oils, so shop around and see where it's going to be cheaper for you. Now, I'm going to be talking about more controversial oils that you can use as carrier oils, okay? And one of them is going to be mineral oils, baby oil, or any type of mineral oil out there. So mineral oil is my best friend. I love mineral oil. A lot of witches try to stay away from mineral oil for their own personal reasons. But mineral oil has a very, very long life. The oils that we talk about right now, like apricot, like avocado, like evening primrose, like olive oil, like grapeseed oil, like peach kernel oil, like jojoba, like almond, like hemp, have an expiration date. You're going to have that oil good for a couple of months, maybe a year, some of them even less. But mineral oil, the lifespan of mineral oil, I tell you right now, I have oils with me that had 10 years and they still smell like brand new because their base is mineral oil. So it's going to be entirely up to you if you want to use mineral oil for your oils. I think there is absolutely okay to use mineral oils for your mixes. I personally absolutely love mineral oil for my oils. To me, mineral oil is a 10 out of 10 oil to make magical oils. Not only that, there's some mineral oils out there like baby oil, for example, that also add the aroma that made me think about specific things when I'm doing magic. There's some other ones that reminds me of my grandfather, of the thing that he used to put in his hair. So to me, mineral oils is a very important oil when it comes to making magical oils. Now, White Raven, what about synthetic oils? You're gonna have some witches that are going to tell you you cannot use synthetic oils because they don't have any type of magical properties, because they're not coming from plants. Everything is fake. I understand where they're coming from, but if you're Spanish and Latino like me and you know that we grew up with botanicas around, and India products, Ana Riva products, Seven Sisters of New Orleans. These are all products that are 100% synthetic. 100%. This is what I'm going to tell you when it comes to synthetic oils. If you don't use them, you have never used them, I don't think this is the time for you to start using them. But if you're used to use them like me, that I have some Madame perfumes and some other stuff that come from India products and botanica places, by all means, there's so much energy put behind every single one of these oils that to me they're already in power. I don't think there's anything wrong with you working with an oil that you purchase in a botanica that is synthetic. It's entirely up to you if you want to use that or not. I never until this day seen anything wrong using those oils. As a matter of fact, I have seen very powerful magic being done and being come to realization using these products. So for all of you that is not used to it, don't use it. But for you like me, we grew up with this in our backyard, for lack of better words. If you're used to use them, don't stop using them, because I'm telling you they're synthetic and they're not real. By all means, if this is going to be an oil that is going to put your state of mind and the spell that you're doing is going to give you that force in order for you to drive your magic, by all means use it. Don't stop using it. Not only that, witches, there's many oils out there that are extremely expensive to get. Rose is a very expensive oil. Sandalwood is an extremely expensive oil to get. Myrrh, to get myrrh oil, you're not going to find myrrh oil anywhere. If you want ambergris, which is a fat from the whales, you're never going to find that in any way, shape, or form in a cheap price. So what I'm trying to say with these witches is that a lot of the oils that we use right now, they even say they are 100% what they are, and they're not. So many times you're going to need synthetic oils. So I say go for it. If you have to use what you have to use in order for you to be elevated into the state of mind that you need to have to perform your magic. You are the ruler of your magic. So at the end of the day, you're going to use whatever you want. But I tell you, I am absolutely not opposed to using synthetic anything in order to do my magic. And that is me. It's a personal preference. I love it. And I encourage you to experiment with things that are synthetic. Now, and to finish this video, because I know it's been a little bit long, there are 3 types of oils that are going to be created with base oils or carrier oils. The first oil that you're going to see out there is going to be an infused oil. An infused oil is going to be a carrier oil mixed with plant matter inside. So you're going to have olive oil and you're going to put things inside, and those things that you put, either plants, either seeds, either roots, either crystals, are going to infuse the oil with their magical properties. So that is called infused oil. The second oil we're going to see out there is going to be a conditioned or a conditioned oil. So now a conditioned oil is going to be an oil just like the infused oil. You are going to add fresh plants and fresh plant matter, and you are also going to add some heat into that concoction, meaning you're going to have your base oil, you're going to put plant matter, fresh plant matter on it, and you're going to cook it in very, very low heat for a very long time for that oil to absorb the magical properties of the plant matter that you add into it. That is called a conditioned oil. Sometimes we also find something that is called a conditioned oil, because this is an oil already prepared for a specific condition that you're going through, and you need this oil to either reinforce that condition, let's say you want prosperity, or to take away a condition like bad luck. Those are conditioned oil. Last but not least, you're going to find anointing oil. An anointing oil is an oil that is going to be safer for you to anoint your hands, maybe the crown of your head, the back of your ears, your wrists, and different parts of your body in order for you, or your entire body, in order for you to do a specific spell. You can also anoint your candles and any other type of magical element or magical tools that we're going to be using in a spell. Which is, we must always practice caution when we're using any oils. We should test a small amount of oil in our skin to make sure that we are not allergic or we don't have any reactions to that oil that we're going to be using as anointing oil. And under no circumstances these oils should be used internally. You should not consume any of these oils at all. And last but not least, make sure that you don't use any of these oils as a substitute for medicine. That's a big, big no-no. Witches, thank you so very much for being with me every Monday. Thank you so very much for giving me the time and watching this video. I really hope you find this information useful. Next video, we're going to be talking about essential oils. I strongly recommend for you to get an essential book or two, because essential oils are a very hot topic nowadays, and there's much to know about essential oils. Please visit my website, whiteravenandwitcheslayer.com. I have lots of products in there for your use. If you have any questions, email me at lairofthewitch@yahoo.com. And please visit my social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Until next time, witches, you must stay very smart. But above all, you must stay, witches, what? Very wicked. See you next Monday. Bye.